I'm the only woman editor who's ever worked here. Personally, I think it's because the CEO of this schlock factory is a chauvinist pig.
What are you, blind? My uncle, Mr. Laffer is not a pig. He's a beautiful man with shitloads of class. So, what do you say you and me go take in a fireworks show? Or, hey, the new Van Gogh exhibit. Heard it's a real sight to see.
Actually, I sort of need to finish rough cutting this musical boxer flick in time for a screening tomorrow night. Although, just between us, if I had a copy of the Golden Thrush's new album to listen to later, I'm pretty sure I'd drop everything. Who knows?
Who knows? It's the nicest thing a girl's ever said to me. You know, consider your Golden Thrush's album as good as stolen. Oh, and while you're editing there, try not to cut yourself. What are you, deaf? That was funny. All right, guess we'll see each other shortly. Look forward to it with bated breath. Women, always not looking at me. Ah, well, long as they like what they see. Huh. Now, let's see now. I'm no psychic, but if you ask me, the Golden Thrush's album would probably be somewhere in the sound editing suites. Gee, maybe I am psychic after all. That would sure would help explain how I sized up that girl's bulimia so fast. Boy, I had no idea so much sound existed. Now, luckily, the Golden Thrush has put out only one album, and there are just a few million CDs here, so this shouldn't take long. Urethra! The Golden Thrush's CD! The funkiest Zydeco fusion, pop, syntho, country, western, classical jazz drum solo since Oh No You Didn't by Sweatshop Sweat and the Fart Hammers back in 2001. Now to show my music-loving bulimic why women ought to call me the miracle worker. Time to show that hot editrix not only can I sit up, roll over, and lick balls like that dog of hers, I can also fetch round objects. Looks like we'll see who gets to wear the leash tonight. Wait till I tell Uncle Larry I actually scored with the girl who's not blind.
Phew! Billy Goat again? I mean, Larry, right? I take it you scored me that disc I wanted. That's very sweet. You must be pretty into tunes yourself. What sort of music does it for you most?
Oh, anything by Barry, after the nose job. But it's my heart that'll be singing the blues, unless you let me serenade your window all night with ballads on my lute.
Sorry, my bedroom doesn't have windows. 3 guesses why. And no offense, but I'm not so sure your voice was designed to accompany a musical instrument. So are you actually into music of any kind? Or was this all just a sophomoric scheme to get into my pants?
Well, really, all music moves my soul. Sound is such a powerful aphrodisiac, after all. It's so primal. And when you get right down to it, it's all that separates us from the bats. I guess I'm just a very sensual person. Always have been.
No, you make some interesting points, I have to say. And I suppose I can't exactly call a guy pretentious if he's willing to lay his best rap on a poor blind girl like me. Or are you into blind girls in general? Are we your twisted little fetish?
Granted, some may say sight is our most essential sense, but can a picture make you feel the way a love song does? Does seeing a sunset make you want to dance? Guess I sound a little pretentious, and maybe I am a little prejudiced, being deaf and all.
Really? You're deaf? Gosh, that makes what you just said so much more profound. I have to admit, Larry, I had you pegged all wrong. I apologize. I have to say you're the most interesting suitor I've had in quite a while. So what do you do for kicks, if you don't mind me asking?
I enjoy good conversation with beautiful minds. So what do you say you put that stuff on auto-edit, we hit my place, and I give you a little taste of what a deaf man can do with his horn given the proper stimulation.
Boy, you come on strong, don't you? I don't know whether to say yes or call the police. How did you lose your hearing, if it's not too personal a question?
Well, I felt bad about using sign language when I could hear and the deaf couldn't, so I had my doctor sever my cochleas so it wouldn't be so awkward. Yeah, I'll see my doctor tomorrow and have him blind me. Yeah, it's the best way I can think of to empathize with your plight.
Aw, that's so sweet. But I really think having yourself blinded is a waste of energy and health insurance. I mean, if we were both blind, that might make kissing a bit unnecessarily difficult, don't you think?
Just as it makes the impossible possible, love makes the difficult easy. And the greatest pleasures life has to offer, such as kissing you, are inevitably worth any hassle, which is why I intend to have mine removed as well. It's kismet.
Well, that's not quite the word that first leaps to mind for me, but it's refreshing to meet a guy who's willing to lie to a girl to impress her. I don't know, though. You're deaf, I'm blind. Won't kissing be a little tricky and difficult?
Difficult, or that much easier? Why should we need the same senses to give or receive pleasure, my love? Let's discover each other with the blessedly heightened senses that we do have, and savor sensations few on this planet can access. Their loss, is it not?
Their loss indeed. Larry, I know we've just met, but I have to say, I like how your mind works. Now, let's just see if your tongue's just as reliable. By the way, I could tell you weren't deaf when you could hear me through the bathroom door earlier, but your speech was still cool. Oh, and I hope you don't mind a few bite marks. My dog's pretty protective.
That's right, reservations for 2 at 7 sharp. Make sure we have a view of the moonlight. Under the name, Amy. Thank you very much.
You have a date with Amy?
No, I don't have a date with Amy. Of course I have a date with Amy, but I don't see how that's your business. You know, things are getting serious between us. I have a lot of interest in her, and I care about her as a person.
You said you had an important job?
Oh, right. Well, I'm afraid it's not ditch digging, but I still have faith in your capabilities, Zero. That's why I'm entrusting you with high explosives.
Oh, for your date with Amy? You got it.
No, you douche. It's for fireworks at the rap party tonight.
Really? I love rap, yo. What should I wear?
Actually, Larry, it's sort of a party for just not you. What I need from you is to grab the fireworks I left in the saddlebags of Damone's horse on the western lot and set them up for the big display. Even you can't fuck that up, right? And don't get funny with the horse.
Why'd you put them in saddlebags?
Because the cue for the fireworks display is when Damone comes out and rides his horse majestically around the lot, which is why I also need you to deliver the horse to Damone after you're done placing the fireworks. Be careful, though. She bites.
I'm not so sure I want to touch a horse's ass that's been near Damone.
Don't worry. I just marked the proper sites for the fireworks on your map, so you're all set. Oh, and the party's a surprise, so don't tell a soul.
The rap party's a surprise. And you think it's safe to have Damone anywhere near barnyard animals. Kip, I know that I'm new to the film biz, but this smells fishier than a Birth of Aviation sequel.
Knew I could count on you, Lar. There's the door. Keep going. Attaboy. Keep going.